Emmitt, welcome. And let me start you with this. What was it like playing football with the Playmaker?
Oh, man, it was awesome. Michael was, as Rich would say, Michael is the engine and the heartbeat of the team. He brought that energy, he brought that excitement, the enthusiasm around the game. He taught me actually how to train and prepare my body for what I was about to put it through. So Michael was all of that in a bag of chips as a teammate. Him and Deion, both of these guys, I mean, big personalities, but great teammates.
And you talk about Deion as a teammate. Now, you got your son on one side, EJ, going up against Deion. Just give me your emotions going up against your great friend, Deion in Colorado, your emotions going into tonight's game.
Well, here's the thing, Mike. I don't think many people know that EJ, my son, played for the Truth with Deion back when Deion had the football team. So he's been around Deion, and he's very familiar with Deion and how Deion coaches and what he's doing. But there's going to be different types of emotions because I know Colorado has a very strong team, very athletic team, very well-rounded ball club. Stanford is still trying to get to the process of developing those kind of things so they can compete at this level. But it's going to be exciting to see what my son does and what Stanford does because the competition itself is enough for people to actually see what Stanford actually has and how they will respond to that pressure.
EJ's such a great receiver. You know, I worked with him as a receiver. He's such a great receiver. And that's why as running back, I was like, man, it's like McCaffrey. He can run any catch out of the backfield. He's going to have an incredible career. When you see him, man, you see him wearing that 22 in those games, man, as a father, man, do you guys talk about similarities that you guys have on the football field?
No, we don't. We don't because he's a different runner than I was. I mean, he has something completely different than I do, Mike. I don't know where he got it from. The mailman must have stopped by twice, but he got it. No matter what, he has it. So, but you know, he's very unique, and we've always trained him as a wide receiver, knowing that he had running ability within him, and so that's a beautiful thing to see him develop into a well-rounded football player, and he's still developing. I think He's a young kid, still developing, though.
So, Emmitt, where is he in his growth? Because a year ago, I thought he was going to have a monster breakout year. Everybody else did also. And he got off to a great start, and then he got hurt. So where is he now in that arc heading toward the NFL?
I think he's just now starting to get back comfortable with his leg. He tore his meniscus and had to have surgery on it last year. And he was off to a great start. Now it's not only having to get comfortable with that knee all over again, but having to learn a new offense too is not easy. And the schemes are a little bit different than what it was when Coach Shaw was there. So he's adjusting. He just needs more time on the field. And the beautiful thing about it right now, then knocking on wood, that he's healthy. And healthy is about as healthy you can be during the course of a football season. But he's healthy enough to where he can to contribute to the team.
And by the way, how much does it mean to his father that this son is getting a Stanford education?
Oh, man, it means the world to me because obviously he has brain power that his dad never had. So he got into Stanford. I couldn't even get out of the state of Florida.
There's a difference. Okay, you're going to Colorado, going up against Deion. Have you had any conversations with Time lately?
Not lately. I visited Deion about 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, when I was up here in Colorado doing the speech for a company, and I decided to come in early enough to go up and spend some time with Time. And so, but it's going to be interesting tonight. I'm going to be there tonight with Emergent and Narcan, and we're going to be bringing awareness to the opioid overdoses and so forth. And so it's a beautiful thing to be able to do all these things in one setting, to be there to cheer on my son and his school, Stanford, see Deion and his team, but also to spread awareness about the opioid overdoses.
That's great, Emmitt. And just as great is what Deion has pulled off so quickly at Colorado. How amazed are you that it seemed like overnight he turned 1-11 into what we're watching right now?
You know, I think the unique thing about it is Deion has a message that's unlike any other coach's message. Many coaches are coaches that probably have never really played a game at the level that Deion has played it at, or even played baseball or did both.
Yeah.
Deion is bringing a level of knowledge and a level of expertise to a sport that has an old school message and an old school feel to it. I think so many coaches are textbook statistical coaches and analytical coaches that they forget the human aspect of who these kids really are. And I think Deion has tapped into both sides of those things, which makes him very unique. I can see Deion going into a young person's home and talking to his parents and selling them on the knowledge that I know what it takes to get from this place to the next place, and I can help your son do the same thing.
You said it, and I wanted to go back to that. Deion, your kid, EJ played for Deion in truth, and for the truth. And people always talk about Deion didn't pay his dues. And I say, I don't know why you say that. Not many of these coaches started at the little league level. That's paying dues. You were one of those parents that had a kid under Deion. What is that like for a parent talking to Deion? I know he's your boy. It's different, you know, because we played together. But imagine that. What is that like for a parent talking to Deion?
You know what? I think for a parent, it's comforting knowing that as his message is being communicated, it's about the experience and the growth factor of the child and building the accountability factor upon a young man and letting him know that there's a lot that's required of you from this game versus just stepping out on the football field and just playing the sport and just because you're good at it. And there are things that comes along with being good. There's a lot of responsibility. And I think Deion is tapping into the message of not only being responsible, but being prepared for the game and being prepared for life after the game. And so with all of that message, which is a message that my high school coaches gave us when I was in high school, was the same old kind of message that Jimmy was trying to instill in us as grown men. But Deion is tapping into these young kids and trying to influence them in a way that they see beyond the game. They see now, they also see beyond the game, and they understand the value of getting that quality education because every young man will not have a chance to play at the next level. And so, and I think that's part of his message as well. But then you tap into the spiritual aspect of it.
Yep.
We talk about football in three phases: offense, defense, and special teams. But we also talk about it from the physicality aspect of it: mind, body, and soul. And so when you start putting all three of those things together, it means a lot more. And for a young man that's coming from areas where Mike came from or areas where I came from,
yep.
And as Mike was talking about it off the air about his sister and houses and what just happened and what transpired on the field against Arizona State,
yep.
These kids are playing for something different.
Right.
And their motivations are completely different. And Deion is tapping into all of that.
I know we got to let you go, E, but before you let you go, I just want to ask about the state of the running backs in the National Football League right now. Your thoughts on what you're seeing in the contracts and the issues the running backs are having getting their worth in the league?
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that because I was listening to someone talk about the quarterback needing some time to grow and they need to lean on the running game a little bit more. It's funny that you want to lean on the running game when the quarterback needs time to grow. And so you want to devalue that position, but yet you want to devalue it and have it do all the legwork to support another person's growth. Well, why not do both? And the balance in the game itself has shifted big time. This has become a pass-happy league. The league has set up the rules so all wide receivers and quarterbacks get the benefits. The defensive backs, they stand no chance down the field. All the acting that's going on, all the flopping that's going on, and you starting to take away the physicality aspect of the game. And so there's no chance for anybody to actually develop into, because Mike, you talked about it. I heard you mention this the other day. Back in the day, the way that you caught the ball knowing with the understanding that you're going to get smashed. Somebody's going to be there waiting on you. Today, right. Everybody can focus on just catching the ball and not worrying about getting hit the way you used to get hit back in the day. It's a different game.
Right. It's a different game.
But
All
I
right,
think the
Emmitt.
running back position, is still as valuable today. That's why Christian McCaffrey is doing what he's doing out. He's in the right system. He's in the right system. And he has a coach that thinks outside the box. Every position on the football field for him and that coach is interchangeable.
Mm. All right. Speaking of those 49ers, Emmitt, 42-10 happened Sunday night at San Francisco. We have beaten this to death here this week on Undisputed, so we need your wisdom, your insight, your expertise. Where are the Dallas Cowboys right here, right now? What are they?
You know, they're in Dallas.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to inflate that ego all over again. I think what the 49ers did was humbling. And it is forcing the Cowboys to go back to the drawing board and to figure out what truly matters. And how far we have to go. We cannot just keep coming in with the similar game plans and trying to throw the ball to the same people and act like we're disguising something. The 49ers hit the Cowboys with a bunch of energy and a bunch of intensity. And I don't think we matched that intensity or that energy. And so, and when you turn the football over the way we did and not match that energy, you look horrible. And that's what we look. That's the way we looked last week. But, you know, that's why you have another game coming up on Sunday, a chance to erase those memories and start anew. It's a long season. And so not to say that we can't get back, but when we do get back, we need to be ready.
We need to be ready to run the football, E. And they could run that football. Hey, you just can't run the football, and it puts a lot of problems. Before we let you go, just give me your thoughts on Dak. So do you think Dak is a quarterback that can get us to the Super Bowl? Skip is out on Dak now, and I'm over here by myself holding the bag.
No, you're not. Key's with you.
You know, I think he can, Michael. I think he can get us to the Super Bowl, but I think better than just getting us to the Super Bowl, I would love to see the offense evolve, and there's a commitment to establish something. I think oftentimes coordinators don't understand the emotional aspect of the game and when a player is hot and when a player is not. Norv Turner and Aaron Zampese, they knew. They knew who was hot and who was not, and they made sure that ball touched that man's way or went his way a number of different times, and they set things up that way. I think so many coaches now are just trying to run so many plays, and they're taking pride in running so many plays, but they're not running so many quality plays. It's the quality plays that I'm looking for, and I don't see a lot of quality plays.
And last quick thought, Emmitt, on Tony Pollard. What do you see from him so far this year coming off surgery?
So far, so good. I mean, I was completely shocked at how well he bounced back. I expected him not to come back as strong as he did, but apparently he healed up nicely. He's run the ball very effectively. Obviously, the fumble last week was something that's uncharacteristic of Tony, but for the most part, he put in the work, and so I think he's doing good so far.
We appreciate you. Loved having you on.
All right,
we'll be watching
for the
tonight.
Folks here in Denver, though, for the folks here in Denver, Skip, I look forward to seeing you guys today at FanFest, so I can give you some more information around Narcan and what we're doing over here, and try to bring more awareness to opioid overdose.
That will be great.
Keep doing great things, big fella.
Keep it up.
We love you, man.
Let's have lunch sometime.
All right, love you, man.
On you. On you. You're paying.
That's my dude right there.
Yes,
we should have won 5, E.
5.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
God gave us 3. That was the only 3 I'm concerned about right now.
All right, E. Thanks, buddy.
Way to go.
Y'all be good. Take care.
All right. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.